I have something to say.
Before the show opens, we get a huge pep talk from Kane and Big Show to the Tag Team Turmoil participants for the evening, ranging from The Miz and Damien Sandow, the Usos, Los Matadores, Slater Gator, and the Ascension. And the segment did what it needed to do. It got everybody hyped up for the main event, which oddly enough ended up lasting about 45 minutes, but ended up being a decent main event. And now on to SmackDown itself.
Jobbing time.
After the reveal, it's Mr. Creepy versus a guy who is about as relevant as Zack Ryder. It's the harsh fact, guys. Truth is just floating around in the WWE, and that's a real shame. And as expected, Truth hardly got into this and got jobbed out by Wyatt. And seeing Bray enjoy this makes me want to reach for the coffee. I'm not going to sleep tonight. Thanks, WWE.
Bring out the divas!
Bellas are on commentary. Help. Apparently they're sick of being made fun of. Really? Well, here's a simple answer to that. Quit acting like douchebags and people might just stop at... Did Michael Cole just point out there was a match going on? I must be in Bizarro World when Michael Cole wants to call a match. I'm going to need extra coffee this evening. Oh yes. Paige wins a match competently by PTO. Would have preferred more focus on the match being called rather than the Bellas using this as their personal soapbox. Video package for Sheamus's return. Glad to see the guys coming back at last.
It's a squash. Jobbing time.
Fandango wins after 2 minutes 40 seconds. Really impressed with Adam Rose's more intense and aggressive display of physicality in this match. Fandango took a beating for 2 minutes straight and then battled back to win via the last dance. Glad to see Fandango's on a roll again. It's been too long. This had to be one of the most personal, emotional, and intensely charged turmoils, with Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns playing one-upsmanship with each other and blind tagging each other. You know, some 15 years ago this June, I recall Kane, Undertaker, and The Rock doing the exact same thing in the King of the Ring 2000 main event for the then WWF Championship against the team of Vince McMahon, Shane McMahon, and Triple H. And per the stipulation rules of that match, if either Vince McMahon or Shane McMahon were to lose the fall, then Triple H would lose the WWF Championship. Usos performed extremely well in this match. Las Matadores didn't really get enough time to shine, and Slater Gator got squashed. And somewhere in parts unknown, locals will be able to hear Elman go, Heath Slater doesn't need this mess. The Ascension got disqualified for over-aggressive behaviour. Are you surprised? And the final team of the turmoil being former tag team champions in Kane and the Big Show. Kane and Big Show were arguing like a married couple over getting the job done and interfering with each other's moves. That is not an image I need at this hour. It's almost like imagining Kane and Big Show being like Kane and Daniel Bryan, where it'd be like, no, I'm the tag team champions, I'm the tag team. Could you imagine Big Show doing it on Second Falls? No. Don't do that. Don't do that. And Big Show seemingly did his umpteenth face turn by knocking Kane out. kind of boring, but at least a face Big Show is entertaining. Daniel Bryan wins via running knee to win the Tag Team Turmoil. Well, despite having one match less because of the fact the Tag Team Turmoil match took up near 3/4 of an hour as the main event, this was a decent night for SmackDown. I would have preferred the Bellas not being on commentary because they have yet to prove to me that they have decent mic skills. They just don't. You know, and it's a similar thing with Paige. I like Paige. I think she's a great prospect for the company, but she needs to work on her mic skills. But the main benefactor that Paige has over the Bellas is Paige is a better wrestler. Now, some people would argue the Bellas have improved. I think that's down to subjective viewpoints. I watched most of the Bellas matches, unfortunately, as having to cover SmackDown, and I've yet to see any improvements. That's not a knock, that's just me calling it like I see it. Hardly any segments, save for what happened at the beginning of the night with the pep talk. This is SmackDown as it should be. I would have given it some really top marks, but SmackDown gets a C tonight. That's all I got to say. Good night from the night.